So here we are, game number 2. And this will be very interesting, as this is going to be game number 2. And of course, as you see, some of the games have been closer, but this is the first one. We have all the big boys in there, and every single team, including the number ones. So here we go. Anaheim today against Minnesota. Anaheim leads 1-0. They have a 4-1 win over Minnesota. Pittsburgh, they're up 1-0. They have an 8-4 win over Montreal. Facera against Drayback. That'll be at home at Three Rivers. The Dodgers is 63. They won 7-2 over Oakland. They have a 1-0 lead, best of 7. It's going to be Dim Hudson against Don Drysdale. The Pirates on the road to beat the 17 Astros 13-12. The Pirates just absolutely obliterated them. It's Doc Ellis and Charlie Morton. For the Dodgers, they have Claude Osteen against Dave McNally. That's the game we're going to see today, as the Dodgers beat the Baltimore Orioles 5-3, 4 runs in the top of the 8th. The 27 Yankees beat the Nationals 7-5, a big win, and then held on. We'll see more against Steven Strasburg. Then Seattle blew out Boston 8-1 at Boston. And game 2, Jeff Facero for Seattle against Pedro Martinez in Boston. And finally, the game we had yesterday, the 6-5 Philadelphia win over Pittsburgh, was incredible. Mike Schmidt had a great game, and now it's Joe Gibbon against Larry Christensen. So we're going to be ready to go here as we see the scores. It's going to be all these different ones, but very quickly we're going to go to league settings. We're going to go to edit league schedule. Go to today. 8:05 is the thing. So here we go. We get all this. And then the Astros are going to be a 7:05. The Dodgers 5:05. And the Anaheim Angels 5:05. This will be the last of the 2-game homestand that we have as we take a look at the scores, and that'll be good. 8:05 starts for everything. So going to be about ready to go here. The first pitch glitch, but we're going to go. That means all the first pitches are thrown. We're going to go to Memorial Stadium as Los Angeles in 1966 plays Baltimore of 1970. So we're going to be about ready to go here, camera, and we know that this is the way it is. It's going to be here. We're going to try a new angle, batting number 4, and see how that goes out. Well, fielding will be fielding too. So we're going to be about ready to go here in Baltimore. They were 5 games better than the 66 Dodgers. And here we go. Murray Wills against Dave McNally. Dave McNally is the starter for Baltimore here in game number 2. And McNally to Wills. Wills, this will be on the ground. This will be second to first, 1 out. They need to start very easily, very good. They're in the top of the first inning, and Willie Davis now. He's 1 for 4 in the series, ending 250. Willie Davis, both these teams, this is their first. This is their first postseason series, and he struck him out. 2 out. McNally is starting good. Jim Lefebvre, the second baseman, he was 3 for 4 yesterday. He had an RBI. McNally struck him out, and that's going to be the end of the first inning. We go to the bottom of the first inning. The score: Los Angeles nothing, Baltimore nothing. Bottom of the first inning. Here's Donnie Buford, 1 for 5. Yesterday they had a lead, but then nothing went. Claude Osteen is about to pitch his first of the season. That's got to be to left field. This one is back, and this one is caught. Center field, that's Davis. And that's going to be 1 out. It goes Buford, Retman, Robinson, Powell, Brooks Robinson, Paul Blair, Davey Johnson, Andy Etchebarren, and Mark Bellinger. So Merv Retman, that was Willie Davis in center field. So here we go. Here, that's going to be a shot to right field. That's going to the fence. Going to first. They should at least get 2 out of this. And this will be good, and with a double. That was pretty good. That's Merv Redman. Merv Redman, bottom of the first with 1 out. Here's Frank Robinson. 1 for 5 in the series. Walked them, and now there's going to be 2 on. Bottom of the first with 1 out. That was a 3-1 pitch. Oh, this is so big. Here's Boog Powell. He can go all the way on this. 2 on, 1 out. So Boog Powell 0 for 3 yesterday with an RBI. The pitch. That's going to be a base hit. Are they going to get an RBI? Is he going to get a second? They're going to come home. They throw home. And it's going to be 1-0 Baltimore. And this is exactly what Baltimore needed to do. So that is Big Claude Osteen. Some trouble here. Here's Brooks Robinson. 1 for 4. Bottom of the first inning, 2 on with 1 out. Brooks, and that's going to be a base hit. Are they going to get another one in? They're going around third. They're going to come home. Nobody goes. Boog Powell goes to second, and that's going to be Brooks to third. So Frank Robinson to third. Sorry about that. Here's Paul Blair, center field. 0 for 4 yesterday. They're trying to get a big lead this time. 1 out, bases loaded. Bottom of the first inning here in game number 2. LA with a 1-0 series lead. The pitch. That's going to be in the right field. This is going to hit the ground. It's going to be 2-0. They're going to go around third. He's going to go in, throw it in. It's going to be 3-0 now for Baltimore. Are they going to go home? It's now 3-0 Baltimore. You better believe it. This is incredible. And Baltimore, a huge start. Davey Johnson 1 for 3 yesterday. So Davey Johnson very big here. 1 out, bottom of the first. Osteen having a horrible time. Struck him out, and that's going to be 2 outs. 2 outs in game number 2, and here's Andy Etchebarren. 1 for 4. So Etchebarren, and that'll be another strikeout. They get out of it, but it's going to be Baltimore 3 and LA nothing. We go to the second. Here in game number 2, top of the second inning, the games are going pretty well here. Here's Ron Fairley, the DH. We go Fairley, Johnson, and Parker. They're down 3-0. So here's Dave McNally against Ron Fairley. And McNally with the strikeout, 1 out. Third strikeout for Dave McNally. He's looking good today. Baltimore is tough at home. They are very tough. It's very rare that you beat Baltimore at home. Here's Lou Johnson, the left fielder. He's 1 for 2 today. McNally, the pitch. Struck him out, and that's going to be 2 outs. So McNally has 4 strikeouts on the day, 4 of 5 batters. He's looking extremely good. And here's Wes Parker, the first baseman, 1 for 4. 2 outs, the pitch. That's going to be to right field. Will it be caught? Will it? No. It'll be a base hit, the first base hit of the day. And Parker will stay at first. Top of the second inning, and here's John Roseborough, the catcher. And here's Dave McNally. The pitch to Roseborough. Struck him out, and that's going to be 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The score Baltimore 3 and LA nothing. Bottom of the second inning, Mark Bellinger, the shortstop, against Claude Osteen. Claude Osteen, it'll go Bellinger, Buford, and Redmond here in the bottom of the second inning with Baltimore leading 3-0 here in game number 2. Here's Bellinger, and that's going to be to right field. This one is high and deep to right field. Is it a long enough? It is caught. Over the shoulder catch. That's Pereira. And 1 out. Oh my goodness. What a catch by Pereira. That is Al Pereira in right field. You can't believe that. That's incredible. And now Donnie Buford, very beginning, 1 for 6 in the series, 0 for 1 today here in the second inning. The pitch, that's Buford to left, and this will go to the wall. It almost was 4-0. Buford around first, they're going to go to second. And here's Donnie. Donnie will go around second. Will he go to third? He will. Look at this. Donnie's going to third, to throw to third. He's saved. And he's on third base with one out, bottom of the second inning. Oh, this is incredible. And now Burt Bretman, 1 for 1. He's 3 for 4 in the series. He has a home run. How big this is. Bottom of the second inning, 1 out. A sacrifice position is Buford. The pitch, and that's going to be a strikeout, and that's going to be 2 outs. 2 outs. And here's Frank Robinson, 1 for 5. Robinson is 1 for 5 now. And remember, he walked in his last time. Bottom of the second, big run at third. Buford, the pitch to Brooks. It'll be on the ground. Short to first, and he makes the out. At the end of 2, the score, Baltimore 3, LA nothing. They had all the runs in the first inning. The out-of-town scoreboard, Montreal, this is, let's see, Pittsburgh leading 3-0 over Philadelphia in the third. They had the momentum of yesterday trying to tie the series. Montreal trying to tie the series in the bottom of the second. It's 3-1. Remember, they had to lead yesterday about the same thing. Oakland and LA, bottom of the second inning, a lot closer game. But they have a runner at third. Pittsburgh blowing out Houston. They won 13-2 yesterday, and they're going to play at Three Rivers. This 71 Pittsburgh team's absolutely unbelievable. They're up 1 game to none. New York Yankees, it's 1-0 against Washington. They've never trailed in that series. They're up 1 game to none. Seattle 2-0. They're blowing out Boston in every game. And they're both on the road, and that is very big. And Minnesota and Anaheim here in the third inning. Dan Griffey Jr. singled, and he had an RBI. Here in the top of the third inning, you got Ferreira, Kennedy, and Wills. But McNally is still in. Here's Ferreira. And that's going to be a strikeout, 1 out. McNally is the story of this game. Unbelievable with 6 strikeouts. And now John Kennedy. Kennedy at third base. He'll be up. McNally again. Struck him out again. That's going to be number 7. Dave McNally, they needed a big performance, and they got it from him. And there's Murray Wills, 0 for 1. Murray, and finally they get contact. And that'll be Johnson over to Powell. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Baltimore dominating. Bottom of the third inning, Claude Osteen is having trouble. Here's Boog Powell. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI. Boog, and that'll be straight away to center field, and what a catch. That's Davis. And that's going to be 1 out. Oh, what a catch. That's going to be Davis again. This will be, what out here is Brooks Robinson, 1 for 1. And that'll be a short hit. This will be center field, and this one will drop at a base hit. Davis will not be able to get it. And it'll be a single for Brooks. And the 2-2 pitch, bottom of the third inning. And here's Paul Blair, 1 for 1. With 2 RBI, Blair, and this is very big. The pitch. That'll be on the ground. They get it. Could it be 4-6? It's just 4-6. They don't get the 3. And there are 2 outs. Baltimore a 3-0 lead. And Davey Johnson 0 for 1. This will be on the ground. Easy there. Unassisted shortstop. That's 6 unassisted. If we go to the 4th inning, the score Baltimore 3 and LA nothing. Well, we go to the out of town. It's after every inning also. Pittsburgh 3-1. They lead Philadelphia. Bottom of the 4th inning. 3-1 Montreal leading the Pirates. Trying to tie up the series. The Pirates is 71. Remember, they made the semifinals against Baltimore. No, they made the semifinals against Boston and got swept in the first simulation league. Now we're documenting these all. They're trying to do it again. They wouldn't make the Elite 8. They're up 5-0. They haven't been tested. Very, very big here. Oakland and LA. Bottom of the 3rd inning, 2 outs, still scoreless. New York 1-0 over Washington. Seattle still has not trailed a big 2-0 over Boston. Minnesota and Anaheim are tied going into fourth. Top of the fourth inning, Willie Davis against Dave McNally. Dave McNally's been unbelievable. And Davis, that's going to be a strikeout. That's 8 this game. McNally might be one of the best performances I've ever seen in the postseason. And Jim Lefebvre. Jim Lefebvre now, he'll go. And that's going to be a high pop fly center field. And it's going to be a line drive right to Paul Blair. And makes the catch 2 out. Here's Ron Fairley. Ron Fairley's 0 for 1 today. 2 for 5 in the series. And McNally is unbelievably good today. And that'll be a little looper to left field. And coming in and making the catch, that'll be Merv Retman. Go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Baltimore still leading 3-0. It's settled down a little bit. I see Washington has tied it up against the New York Yankees. They've tied it up. Bottom of the fourth inning here. Bottom of the fourth, Baltimore 3, LA nothing. And here's Andy Etchebarren, the catcher. Etchebarren to right field. And this one's going to be underneath. And he will make the catch 1 out. Bottom of the fourth inning, 1 out. Baltimore does need runs. They don't want to just hamper on this. Mark Bellinger, shortstop, 0 for 1. Hitting .500 in the series. Struck him out, and there's 2 outs. 2 outs, and here's Donnie Buford, 1 for 2. And 1 for 2 is Buford, and walked him. 2 walks for Austin, and Buford will be on first. Bottom of the fourth inning, and Merv Retman, 1 for 2. That's going to be to left field, and it'll be caught in left field. Oh, my. And that was Johnson with the catch, and we go to the fifth. The score, Baltimore 3, LA nothing. What a game. These are good. Out of town again. No change. Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Montreal, Pittsburgh still tied. Houston is coming back. It's now 5-4. Pittsburgh led 5-1. Seattle still 2-0 lead. Scoreless in Los Angeles. Washington tied it up at 1 here in the fifth. And Minnesota and Anaheim scoreless. Top of the fifth inning, here's Lou Johnson. The left fielder, he's 1 for 3 in the series, 0 for 1 today. And struck him out, 1 out. Dave McNally is just absolutely unbelievable today. Really. You got Johnson, Parker, and Roseboro. Here's Wes Parker at first base. He's 1 for 1 today. He has the only hit. McNally is just absolutely incredible today. And that's going to be a walk, so they walk him. I mean, with all this strikeout. That was a 3-1 pitch. Here's Roseboro. 9 strikeouts and 1 walk. Here in the top of the fifth inning, 1 out. And here's John Roseboro. And that'll be on the ground. This could be 4-6-3. There's 4-6-3. They get the double play. And that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. The score, Baltimore 3 and LA nothing. Wow, there it is. This is one heck of a game so far. And a good one. A solid Baltimore 3-0 lead. But ever since the first inning, this is just like 1 hit apiece. So here's Frank Robinson, bottom of the fifth inning, 1 run. 0-1, sorry. They hit Robinson. And he'll go to first. It was a 2-0 pitch, and Osteen hit Robinson. Game number 2. Here's Boog Powell. He's 1 for 2 today with an RBI. 1 for 5 in the series. Osteen. And they walk him. 2 walks. This could get ugly. This could get really ugly. Baltimore could get a few more runs. And Brooks Robinson is 2 for 2. Pittsburgh now. 6-4 in that game. Here's Brooks. 2 for 2 today. Osteen on the ground. Let's see. They'll move everyone over. No. They go 4, 6, 3. Oh, what a double play.
This evening, please remember.
Oh, that was a big double play. I thought they were going to move everyone over, and they get the double play. That could be big, especially if this is just a ground ball. Paul Blair, center field. In center field, he strikes out, and the Baltimore Orioles get stuck at 3 runs. They can't get any more. We go to the 6th inning. The score is Baltimore 3 and LA nothing. The out-of-town scoreboard, Philadelphia now up on Pittsburgh 5-3. Oh, what a terrible thing that is. If you're there, the Pirates, second best team in baseball, down 4-1 to Montreal. Second time they've been down big. Oakland and LA still scoreless. Pittsburgh leading Houston now 9-4. That's a big one. New York and Washington 1-1. Seattle still up 2-0. They want to tack on more. Minnesota and Anaheim. Scoreless. Anaheim's number 1. Remember that? They're going to be number 1. Here's Al Ferreira. He struck out in the 3rd. 0 for the series, 0 for 5, but 0 for 1 today. And McNally, that's going to be strikeout number 10, 1 out. He is incredible today. He is absolutely incredible. And here's Sean Kennedy. He's 0 for 1. Kennedy, the third baseman. And here we go, the pitch. That'll be a strikeout. That'll be number 11, 2 outs. 2 outs. And Murray Willis. Murray Willis is shortstop. McNally could get out of this one. And that's going to be a hard shot to left field in a single. Murray Willis will finally get on. It's 3-0. LA needs runs. They need to get on. It's the top of the 6th. They need base runners. They might need a home run to cut it. Willie Davis 0 for 2, 1 for 6 in the series. How big this is. McNally trying right now, top of the 6th, 2 outs. Murray Willis at first base. Here's the pitch. Hit him. It hit him. And they'll go to second. Baltimore trying to tie up the series. There's 2 outs. They've let the last 2 get on. Murray Willis is now at second. And that's Davis at first. The center fielder, here's Jim Lefevre. Jim Lefevre at second base. He's 0 for 2 today, 3 for 6 in a series with an RBI. This is really big. Dave McNally, the pitch. On the ground, they're going to get out of this. And that's second to first, and they get the out. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The score, Baltimore 3 and Los Angeles nothing. My, oh my, they get out of that. You got to be careful. You got to be careful if you're Baltimore. Davey Johnson, second base. And here's Claude Osteen against Davey Johnson. Bottom of the 6th inning, 3-0, Baltimore leads. So Davey at second base, and this is 7, 8, 9 for Baltimore. The pitch. Struck him out, 1 out. And that's going to be 1 out for Davey Johnson. Still 3-0. Baltimore still needs runs. Here's Andy Etchebarren. The catcher, he's 0 for 2. That'll be a hard shot and a base hit. No, it's caught. It's caught. John Kennedy with the catch, and it's going to be 2 outs. That's incredible. What a play there. And here comes Mark Bellinger, the shortstop now. Claude Osteen, 101 pitches. Bellinger, this will be on the ground. Short to first, and they get the out. We go to the 7th inning. The score, Baltimore 3, LA nothing. Will catch up with the scores at the 7th inning stretch in the 7th inning. Top of the 7th, Ron Fairley, the DH Fairley, Johnson, and Parker. Here in game number 2 here. Baltimore trying to tie the series. They're up 3-0. If they were to lose at this point, they would be destroyed going into LA. But here's Ron Fairley, 0 for 2, 2 for 6 in the series. That's going to be a shot to left field, and it'll drop for a base hit. Fairley to first. Fairley will go to first base. Here it goes again. There's tension here. Top of this. All right, we're back. We had a little bit of a thing here. Top of the 7th inning. Here's Johnson now. Fairley at first. They're getting base runners. McNally to Johnson. This will be on the ground. And a base hit. It gets by. So it's going to go first and second. And they got to worry about Dave McNally. McNally with all these strikeouts, but he's fading. He has 98 pitches right now. He has 11 strikeouts and 1 walk. Top of the 7th inning, Baltimore 3, LA nothing. Here's Parker. Wes Parker's 1 for 1 today. This is huge. We got 6, 7, and 8 coming up. 2 on. Remember last inning they hit into a double play. Parker at first. Oh, and it hit him. McNally hit him again, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. It's so tense here. It is so tense. John Roseboro, 0 for 2. And this is so big. McNally is fading. Bases loaded, nobody out. Roseboro, top of the 7th inning. The pitch. They walk him. It's 3-1. There's no action, no anything. McNally is fading. It's now 3-1. This is about the same time. Remember, it was the 8th inning yesterday that they scored 4 runs. Here's Marcelino Lopez. He's good at shutting people down. First time in the playoffs. He's been out there. Here's Al Ferreira. 0 for the series, 0 for 6, and 0 for 2 today. Marcelino Lopez to Al Ferreira. Bases loaded, nobody out. Lopez, the pitch.
Have you picked
Struck
your
him out. That's
designated
going to be
driver
one
for this
out.
evening? Please remember to drink responsibly.
Al Ferreira struck out and everything. He has the hat trick. Here's John Kennedy batting 9th. 3 for 6 in the series. 0 for 2 today. Bases loaded, 1 out. It's 3-1. The only run has been a walk for LA. This could turn everything. Lopez, the pitch. Deep to left field. This one's going to hit the ground. It's now 3-2. It's going to go to the fence. It's going to be 3-3. Are they going to go for the lead? They go around third, and it's going to be 3-3. An absolute devastated Baltimore Orioles. A two-run double by John Kennedy. Here in the top of the 7th inning. And here's Murray Wills. The 66 Dodgers, it's 3-3 now, top of the 7th. Lopez, the pitch to Wills. They walk him, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. This is the blow-up inning. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here's Willie Davis. He's batting 2nd. Only 167 in the series, 1 for 6. But he's 0 for 2 today. Lopez now here in the top of the 7th inning, 1 out, bases loaded, the pitch. That's going to be a little looper. Are they going to get it? It wasn't far. That'll be an infield fly. That'll be called because it is an infielder. It's not the position of the ball. There's 2 out in the top of the 7th inning. And here's Jim Lefevre. Lefevre, top of the 7th inning, 2 outs. Lefevre can break this open. Lopez, this is huge. The pitch. Jammed him to right field. And underneath, they're just going to stand there. He can make the catch. And he makes a catch. That's going to be 3 outs. And enjoy the out-of-town scoreboard. right, looking at the scores, Dick Stewart has just hit a home run. It's 5-4 Philadelphia in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Pirates 3 more outs, and they could go down 2-0. 2 with one-run losses. One-run losses. Montreal 5, Pittsburgh 1. They're trying to tie the series up. Oakland all over L.A. They're all over the 63 Dodgers 6-0. And that's significant because he'll go to Oakland for 2. Pittsburgh and Houston, extremely crazy game. It's 11-6. That might not be enough. A slow pitch softball game. New York beating Washington by 1, bottom of the 7th inning. Seattle is blowing out Boston again. They're going to play 2 in Seattle. I don't know, can Boston come back? And Minnesota and Anaheim, bottom of the 7th inning. That's a big game. We might go out there because Anaheim's number 1. And when number 1 is losing to the worst rated team left in the playoffs, you look, you watch. But right now it's bottom of the 7th inning, and here's Donnie Buford, the DH, 1 for 2. And here's the pitch. That'll be inside and a strikeout. He walked in the 4th inning, but he struck out. That's a sinker. This is Ron Peranowski. Ron Peranowski. He's 1-0 in the playoffs. He won the last game. He's 1 in the 3rd innings pitch. That was his first strikeout. He only pitched an inning in the last game. Here's Merv Bretman, 1 for 3. So Merv Bretman was 1 for 3. Baltimore wants to get on, and that's going to be high pop fly to left field. And underneath, they're going to make the catch, and that's going to be 2 outs. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th inning. And here's Frank Robinson, right field. He's 0 for 1. 1 for 6 in the series. The pitch, Frank to left field. And a catch there. What a catch. Went over, and that was Johnson who caught that. We go to the 8th inning, the score 3-3. We go to the 8th inning, the score 3-3. Ron Fairley, the DH, 1 for 3 today. It's a tie game. If Baltimore loses, that would be devastating. But they've only had 1 hit since the 1st inning. Inside, and that'll be strikeout number 1. So a new pitcher is in. Marcelino Lopez did what he needed. Mike Cuellar, yesterday he pitched for an inning. And Cuellar now, he's in again in middle of the 8th. Here's Lou Johnson. Left fielder 1 for 3. Remember, everybody gets a rest as they travel to the other stadiums. That'll be high pop fly to center field. And let's see what they're going to do. I think this is Paul Blair with the catch. And they're going to make it 2 outs. Top of the 8th inning, 2 outs. And here's Wes Parker. Parker is 1 for 1. So Cuellar trying to get the out. The pitch out of behind to center field. This one's back. This one's back. This one's back. It's going to hit the wall. Here comes Wes Parker. He's going to go to second. And Wes will go to second base, and he is safe. Wes Parker. Top of the 8th inning, 2 outs, and here's John Roseborough. 0 for 2 with an RBI. Cuellar needs to get this last out if you're a Baltimore fan. LA, this is your chance to get a lead. The pitch. That'll be on the ground. Should be easy. Johnson to Powell, and that ends it. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The score, LA 3 and Baltimore 3.
Fans who interfere with play on the field will be escorted from
Well,
the field.
Pittsburgh is down 5-4 to Philadelphia. They're trying not to go down 2-0. Oakland 9-0 over LA. They'll win that game. And Pittsburgh stops the Houston Express, but they're up 11-6. Doesn't mean anything. Here's Boog Powell. He's 1 for 2 today with an RBI in the bottom of the 8th inning. Batting fourth, Powell, Robinson, and Blair. And Boog Powell, that's a base hit to right. And Boog Powell will get on first. You gotta wonder though, you gotta keep the bat. You feel Boog Powell will stay at first. Here's Brooks Robinson, 2 for 3. He's gonna need a home run to put Boog Powell on second base. As we take a look here, Sire 0329. This is an incredible playoff series. A really, really, really good one. Good to see you. Your teams are doing well. Well, I think so. I got to check. But here's Brooks Robinson, 2 for 3 today. Good to see us, Iro, 3-2-9. Phil Reagan is in. He's new this inning. And this is Big Brooks, 2 for 3. The pitch. That's going to be high to right field. Are they going to get it? It's going to be the right fielder. Boog Powell will go back. They camp and they make the out. 1 out. Bottom of the 8th inning, and Paul Blair, 1 for 3 today with 2 RBI. Very big. The Pirates, it's down 6-4. Was 6-1. The pitch. That's going to be high to right field. Let's see what happens. Not far enough. And underneath again, they're going to make the catch. 2 outs. That is Ferreira. 2 outs. Powell's on first. You're really going to need Terry Crowley. He's a pinch hitter. This will be his first at-bat all postseason. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. The Pirates have 2 on with nobody out. That's big. Here's the pitch from Reagan to Crowley. That's going to be over, and that's going to be a base hit. It's going to be first and second. Will they go to third? No, they won't. Boog Powell will stop at second. They're going to need a special base hit to get Powell in. They know that. And here's Andy Echeverria, 0 for 3 today. He's batting 8th. He's batting 8th, 0 for 3. 1 hit in 7 at-bats in the series. This is it. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th, 2 on. Powell is the run that people need. The pitch. Got to be on the ground. They pick it up. They'll throw to second and get the out. That's all they needed. We go to the 9th. We're still tied at 3. The out-of-town scoreboard, 2 on with 1 out. You have Roberto Clemente, who's 0 for 4. He's up to bat. He needs a base hit. He needs to get on base. That last out was a big out. Pittsburgh is now down against Montreal, 6-4. So they got a couple runs there. Andy Van Slyke had a 3-run home run. With 6-4 there. Pittsburgh beating Houston 11-6. Oakland leading the LA Dodgers 11-1 there. New York and Washington bottom of the 8th. They might be leading there. We might go to that game. Seattle and Boston, 5-0 there. Top of the 9th, Minnesota and the Angels. We might go there. Top of the 9th inning. Here's Al Ferreira, 0 for the series, 0 for 3 today. That'll be to left field, a line drive, but that'll be a catch. 1 out. Merv Retman. And Mike Cuellar is still in. He'll be in for a while. So here's John Kennedy, 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Kennedy. And that's going to be ball 4, and he'll get the first. You might have some people taking a 2-0 lead. You never know. Cuellar against Murray Wells. He walked in the 7th inning. This is so big. Top of the 9th, 1 out. This is so big. Minnesota has a 1-0 lead. That's big. Armin Killebrew, a solo home run. Pittsburgh is tied it against Philly. And that was Roberto Clemente, I believe, with the base hit. But here's Cuellar against Murray Wells, the shortstop. That's going to be a hard hit, and that's going to be a base hit. It's going to be all the way to the wall. Hits the wall. They pick it up. They throw it in. Are they going to come home? They pick it in. Will they come home? No, it's second and third. With 1 out, LA could take the lead. John Kennedy is in sacrifice position, 1 out. Cuellar against Willie Davis now. He's 0 for 3, 1 for 7. A fly ball, and it's 4-3 LA, and it is heartbroken here in Baltimore. The pitch. That's going to be a little looper. I don't know. Are they going to get it? Are they going to get it? Are they going to get it? Yes, it will, and nobody's going to score. 2 outs. Oh, my goodness. Now we have 2 outs. Jim Lefevre 0 for 4 today. It is up to Lefevre. 2 outs, top of the 9th inning. 2 on. Cuellar. They walk him. They want to bring in Fairley. Fairley's 1 for 4, struck out in the 8th. Cuellar looks better against him. So here we go. 2 outs, bases loaded. The pitch from Cuellar. That'll be on the ground. Base hit, it gets by. It's going to be 4-3. They pitch to the wrong man. And they come home. It's going to be 5-3. And are they going to make it 6-3? They are. A bases clearing double by Fairley. Oh my goodness, Fairley's the hero. He's the hero here, and Lou Johnson, oh my goodness. Wow. Fairley. And Baltimore right now is in shock. Here's Lou Johnson, 1 for 4. And this will be on the ground. And another base hit to the same place. They're going to come home, and it should be 7-3, and it is. It's a double. 4 runs in the 9th inning. It is quiet here as Eddie Watt will come in. And Wes Parker's 2 for 2. Cuellar, all of this with 2 outs. Wow. And Cuellar sits at the bench, and it is quiet here. LA trying to go up 2-0. And the pitch struck him out. Will they get to first? They throw to first. They should get him, and they do. Well, we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Baltimore, it seems like it's hopeless, but they do get 3 more outs. And I'll tell you what right now, Phil Reagan will come in. This is not a safe situation. Mark Bellinger 0 for 3 today. I mean, Baltimore needs somebody on first. They need a base runner. They need somebody. You got Bellinger, Buford, and Redmond. If they can get a couple on, you never know. Remember a couple years ago, Baltimore did. It was 1 in a billion for them to win, and they hit all the check marks. Absolutely an unbelievable run, but they'll be down 2-0 here. They don't score at least 4. Reagan to Bellinger. Begin the 9th. That's going to be left-tailed, and that's going to be caught. A line drive, 1 out. Johnson with the catch. And now Donnie Buford, the DH. 1 for 3 today, 2 for 8 in the series. They got to get on. Buford, Redmond, and maybe Robinson. Bottom of the 9th, 1 out. The pitch. That's going to be a little looper. And it'll go for a base hit. That's going to be a base hit. I'll tell you what, Baltimore's going to need to win all those in LA. Bottom of the 9th, 1 out, 1 on. Buford on first. Here's Merv Redmond, 1 for 4. He struck him out. 2 outs. They're down to their last out. Bottom of the 9th inning, 2 outs. And Frank Robinson. Oh, this is not the greatest. Here's Frank. Struck him out, and that's the game. And the Dodgers have a 2-0 series lead. They run out of the dugout. They know it's a time to celebrate. They haven't won the series, but they've won 2 games in Baltimore, and that is a big thing. They were down 3-0 most of the game. In the 7th inning, they got timely hitting. In the 9th inning, they were tied with 2 outs, and then they just started hitting away. 7-3. Your final is LA. What a game. Seriously, what a game. Ron Fairley, 2 for 5. He should be the MVP. And he was. Ron Fairley, 2 for 5 with 3 RBI. He had the hit. He got him top of the 9th inning. It was all tied, and then he hit it. It made it 6-3. The bases were loaded. 2 outs. And he hit it. Ron Fairley should get the win. Wills had 2 hits. Fairley had 2. Johnson with 2. Parker with 2. Kennedy with 1. Ferreira a donut. Roseboro a donut, but he walked. And Davis a donut. For Baltimore, Buford had 2. Powell with 2. Robinson with 2. Davy Johnson had a donut. Etchebarren and Bellinger both had donuts. And Frank Robinson a donut, but he walked. Lopez got the blown save. Cuellar the loss. Marcelino Lopez, that was not a good day today for him. McNally struck out 11, walked 2, 6 innings. And Austin had 103 pitches. Reagan got the win. 7-3, the Dodgers have a 2-0 lead. So let's take a look. We got some finals. Minnesota upset Anaheim. So we might go to the Met and have that game. Seattle blowing out Boston there. Montreal beats Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh beats Philadelphia to tie that series up. And we got the 10th inning, top of the 10th inning, New York and Washington. So here we go. Right now it is HP, and HP in a normal stadium here. So here we go. Let's go to the 10th. 1-0 Yankees. Top of the 10th inning. So 1 out. Here's Musil. This is Bob Musil, the DH. Wonder Seuss is in the pitch. The pitch. And that's going to be a strikeout. 2 out. 2 outs, top of the 10th inning. And Earl Combs 1 for 4 today. They got Durst on second, top of the 10th. The pitch. That'll be on the ground. Second to first, short to first. And they get the out. We go to the bottom of the 10th. The winning run will be 180 feet from home. Zyro329, I know. I hope you're all right. I hope you're all right. You're always good to be around, always good. I hope you're okay, though. I really do. I wish you the best and hope that things turn out solid for you. I really do. Jim Eaton 2 for 3. Wade Hoyt already 37 pitches. And that's going to be to left fielder. They're going to win the game on the first pitch. They go. They come home. They throw home. And Washington has tied the series at 1. They've tied the series at 1, and there are the fireworks. It is Washington 1 game apiece and the New York Yankees of 1927. Well, they go home. And that'll be game number 3 and 4 will be in New York. 3 and 4 will be in New York. A 3-2 Washington win. And Yankee Stadium. That'll be very big. So, you know, you see Hoyt with the loss and a blown save. Seuss the win. Strasburg 15 strikeouts. 15 strikeouts for Strasburg, and he doesn't get the win. Strasburg got a 72. He walked 2, but he did give up 2 runs on 5 hits. Well, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Let's go Pittsburgh and Houston. Here in Houston, it is in the Astros Stadium. Taking a look, and here is Bob Johnson pitching to Jose Altuve, 1 for 4. There's going to be 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning. Struck him out, and that's going to be 2 outs. A beautiful stadium here, but Pittsburgh might go up 2 games to none. Here's Bregman. 2 outs. The pitch. That'll be high, pop fly to right field. And underneath, they'll make the catch. That's 3 out. Go to the top of the 9th inning. Pittsburgh 11, Houston 6. Top of the 9th inning, Gene Alley. Alley, Kleins, and Oliver. Francis Martes will pitch. So let's see if the Pirates can get anything. That's going to be ball 4. I saw that ball just coming right towards my face there. 5-0 Pittsburgh, 5-4, 9-4, 9-6, 11-6. And that has been the scoring. Gene Kleins walked. That'll be on the ground. Around the horn, maybe. And they only get 1 at second base. 1 out. Al Oliver, 3 for 5 with an RBI. He struck out in the 7th inning. A new pitcher is up. And that's going to be deep to right field. It's going to hit the wall. Let's see where they go. Going around to third base. And let's see, they're going to come around home. Oliver's got an RBI. It's 12-6. He has 3 doubles in this game. And here's Will Harris is pitching. And Richie Ebner 2 for 4, 2 RBIs. And this will be on the ground. Second to first, they get the out. 2 outs. Here's Roberto 2 for 5. Roberto Clemente, such a great regular season. And that's going to be to right field. He gets another RBI. He's 3 for 6. And he'll get a single. They go to second base. And they're going to he's going to be safe. He has 9 RBIs in the postseason. Willie Stargell 1 for 3, and he strikes out. That's Stargell for you. Bottom of the 9th inning, Pittsburgh leading. So here's Carlos Correa, Bob Johnson. Pitch to him. That'll be to left field. And that'll be caught one out. That's Gene Klein. I mean, Houston's going to need a miracle here to tie this series up. The Pirates, a good start win. That's going to be a high pop fly. Al Oliver in center field. Will be underneath it. That's going to be 2 outs. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. This is Steve Blass. 6 pitches. He's in. Josh Reddick, the right fielder. This should be it. And it's going to be to right field. And he's going to get a base hit, so they still remain alive. So Reddick will go to second. Bottom of the 9th inning, 2 outs. Here's Yulieski Gurriel. It could be their last hope. Blast, that's to right field. But Clemente's underneath, and the Pirates have a 2-0 lead. They win 13-6. They got up big, almost blew the lead, got up big again and held on. Third year finals, 13-6. The Pirates beat the Astros. And Willie Stargell helped with the win. Your player of the game is Al Oliver. Oliver's 4 for 6 with 2 RBIs. He's doing really well, and let's go through game. And that is it for everything. Montreal beating Pittsburgh 6-4. So we're going to go here. Al Oliver is number 1 today. Number 1 performer, Jared Ambrosioni. Jared Ambrosioni, he lost, but pitching, he was very good. 6 innings, he's second. Jeff Acero, very good there. He gets number 3. So here we go. We're going to take a look now at the coverage. How about this? Minnesota now. This series is tied at 1. The box score here, we kind of went over at Zolio, unknown. But anyway, we saw Minnesota's only run came in the 9th inning. That was a Harmon Killebrew's home run. Lots of donuts. Killebrew's the only multi-hit guy for Minnesota. Anaheim had 3 of them, Salmon, Anderson, and Erstad. And Mudcat Grant gets nothing. Boswell, his 4th win. All in relief. That's an unbelievable record. Donnelly with the loss. And Boswell 4-0, should be MVP so far of the whole thing. That's 1 game apiece. Pittsburgh and Montreal. Well, you saw this game. You didn't see this game. One of the ones you didn't see, a 6-4 win. The Pirates tried to come back. The player of the game is Jeff Acero. He got the win, giving up 1 run on 7 hits. And he gets the win 1-0. Drabek gets the loss. Not the best day for him. And the series is tied. So it was top of the 5th. Moises Alou at a run-scoring double. That started everything. 2nd inning, Rondell White did a 2-run double. But they end up winning 6-4. Bottom of the 8th, Andy Van Slyke, a 3-run shot. Taking a look, Alou had 3 hits, Floyd with 2, Barry with 2. For Pittsburgh, Bonds and Bonilla both with 2 hits, McClendon with 3. He's having a good series against Montreal. Leaned with 2 hits. And there we go. It was just not Doug Drabeck's day today. Well, Oakland has tied it up with a 13-1 win, a huge win in the 6th inning. It might have been one of those where they just hold their bullpen when you know you're going to lose, but you got a rest day. So Oakland just went well. Tim Hudson with the win. Drysdale was absolutely cream, same with everybody else. Big hits here. Long had 3 hits for Oakland. 2 for Giambi. That was Jason. 2 for Johnny Damon. 2 for Menachino. 3 for Hernandez. 2 for Signs. For LA, you had 3 for Wills and 3 for Spencer. And your finals 13-1. They just blew them out from the 6th inning on. It was absolutely unbelievable. The Pirates are just killing the Houston Astros. They're just absolutely killing them. 3 players are hitting over 400. Manny Sanguin, Gene Kleins, and Al Oliver. Where Roberto Clemente's having a bad series at 273. How about that? So anyway, you take a look here. Quickly, the player of the game is Al Oliver. Oliver 4 for 6. He had 4 hits. Kleins with 2. Ebner with 2. Clemente with 3. Sanguin with 2. Nobody had a donut. For Houston, you had Correa with 2. Springer with 2. Reddick with 2. Gurriel with 2. And McCann with 2. Morton a loss. He only lasted an inning and a third and gave up 5 runs on 7 hits. It was pretty bad. Doc Ellis was horrible too. 3 2/3 innings, giving up 6 runs and 9 hits. But Johnson came in and did a great job. And Steve Blass came in for the last 2 outs, and that's it. The Pittsburgh Pirates are just blowing them out. Seriously, in 2 games, it's 26-8. Los Angeles, they have a 2-0 series lead over Baltimore, 1970. A heartbreaker, 2 games. 2 heartbreaking games for Baltimore in which they had big leads going in to the 8th inning or later, 7th inning or later. Big lead, 7th inning or later, and they lost them both. The player of the game is Ron Fairley. He had that bases clearing double with 2 outs in the 9th inning. He's the player of the game. Wills had 2 hits. Fairley with 2 hits. Johnson with 2. Parker with 2. And for the Pirates, you had, for Baltimore, you had Buford with 2. Powell with 2. Robinson with 2. And now they got to really ratchet it up. They play 2 in Los Angeles. Austin, not the greatest day. McNally started off really, really well. Faded. And Marcelino Lopez blew the save. Cuellar the loss. And Eddie Watt came in to mop it up. Reagan came in and got the win. And your finals, Los Angeles 7 and Baltimore 3. Washington came back. They win 3-2. The series is now tied. This is a very good one right here. Bottom of the 10th inning, it was the first batter. Steven Strasburg had 15 strikeouts today. 15 strikeouts, and he walked 2. Taking a look here, you had Babe Ruth with 2 hits. He's phenomenal. Amar Koenig with 2 hits. He's phenomenal. Eaton for Washington had 3 hits, and same with Van Arsdale. I know that can't be his name. That's one of those made-up ones. It might be. I don't know. I'll check. But Washington, again, that was really good. Strasburg, an unbelievable performance, but he doesn't get the win. Seuss gets the win. Hoyt gets the blown save and the loss. Remember, it was the bottom of the 8th inning when Kendrick hit a run-scoring single. And that was big. Rendon drew a walk, then Kendrick the run-scoring single. They win that game 3-2. Seattle blows out the Red Sox 5-0. In 2 games, they've beaten them 13-1, and that's at Fenway. 13-1, both games at Fenway. And the 0-4 Boston Red Sox, a team that was extremely hot. They were extremely hot going into the postseason. Many people thought that they could win it all. They thought that they could take that heatedness, a great lineup. They've done it before in the first simulated season ever. They won 7 games with the 1970 Baltimore Orioles. And in that first simulated season, both those teams are combined 0-4. 0-4, both at home. So taking a look, your player of the game is Jeff Facero, the pitcher. He gets the win, no runs on 6 hits. Pedro Martinez was terrible. He gave up 5 runs, 8 hits, and all of them were earned. Tim Wakefield came in for 2 innings, only gave up a hit. When you look at batting, Alex Rodriguez with 3 hits for Seattle. When in Boston, Manny Ramirez with 2, and Kevin Youkilis with 2. And that's it there, and the Mariners get to play 2 at home. They get to play 2 at home. That's going to be incredible there. How about Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, your final game here? Philadelphia, I mean, it is 12-12 in runs. Pittsburgh, 12 runs. Philadelphia scored 6 apiece. But this time it was back and forth. The Pirates led 3-0. Philadelphia came back. The Pirates scored 3 in the top of the 9th. Philadelphia 1 in the bottom of the 9th. So Philadelphia 19, Pittsburgh in 1960, looking good. Dick Rote, the player of the game. We'll get to him in a second. Daniels the win. Elroy faced the save. Knowles the loss and the blown save. So when you take a look at this, Stewart had 2 hits, Nelson with 2, 3 with Grote, 2 with Mazeroski. For Philadelphia, 2 with Smith, 2 with Moreland, 2 with Wicklund. The player of the game is again Dick Grote, who was 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. And that was very, very big. So top of the 9th inning, Don Hoke had a 2-run single versus Knowles, and that was huge. That made it 6-4, and they added another one, 7-4, and then it was 7-6. It was 5-4. They got a base hit, whatever, and they took the lead. 2-run single, so they were tied, and then Don Hoke did it. They were tied, and Don Hoke did it at Forbes. Now they're going to Forbes Field. So the Pirates have tied it up. Taking a look right now, and looking at the playoff tree as we see it, the Angels of Minnesota are tied at 1. We'll have that game in the Met. The Pirates and the Expos tied at 1. LA 1-1 against, that is, LA is 63 against the 0-1 A's. The Pirates is 71 up 2-0 against the Houston Astros is 17. LA of 66. LA of 66 is up 2-0 against the Orioles. And they play 2 at home. Washington of 19 and the New York Yankees of 1927, they split. Seattle blew out Boston twice at Boston, 97. Seattle Mariners up 2-0 against the 0-4 Red Sox. And the 1960 Pirates are splitting with the Philadelphia Phillies of 1980. These are your matchups for the next game. We'll see you tomorrow for game number 3. It should be a good one. We'll synchronize all the times so the games start by them all at the same time. Legend Sports Universe, good to see you. Legend Sports Universe, good to see you. So, all right. Sire 0329. I hope it comes out better for you. I hope it does. I really do. So, Legend Sports Universe, good to see you. Have a great day, everybody. We will see you later. We got the Creators Cup football. I didn't do it Sunday, but we got Creators Cup football coming up next. We'll see you then.